Hi guys, so my birthday is coming up, and this year I was wondering if you guys could help me support this amazing project. It's called Bridge the Gap Project, and I have everything that I need. My son's healthy, I have a roof over my head, I have a job. So what I was thinking is for my birthday, we could actually do something to help others. And today I'm with Amanda Betts, who has started
Hello.
Red 11 Modeling Agency, and she gave everything up so that she could start Bridge the Gap Charitable Trust. So Amanda, why tell me a bit about the modeling agency. Tell me a bit about your fashion career.
Sure, my background. So I co-founded Red 11 Models, one of the most powerful agencies in New Zealand. And but I started my career as a model when I was 17 years old and worked my way throughout the industry until I eventually went and worked at Klein and 62 Models until when my grandmother died and all the inheritance went to her only son out of 3 left. I just thought no one's going to do this for me and I'll do it myself. And I formed Red 11 Models. We became the most powerful agency in New Zealand, and the thing is, I guess a lot of people don't know that they know my work, but there's people in Vogue and traveling the world and Yves Saint Laurent campaigns and all sorts of different people doing different things. So I had this huge fashion industry experience. Yeah.
Cool. So what was it that made you want to give all of that up to start this charitable trust?
I know, it was a pretty crazy thing actually. I had a really crazy childhood, so long story short, I had 7 years sexual abuse by 8 different men, and between the ages of 8 and 15. I had 2 years high school education, not one day of the 3rd year of high school, and left home in school with $20 in my pocket and the clothes on my back. It's a pretty epic story. My dad left us when he was, when I was 2 and my brother was 8 weeks old, and died of leukemia at 35, and it was just like kind of disaster after disaster, and there was poverty and domestic violence and running away from Whakatane to come up to Auckland. So I wanted to find a way to tie in this crazy childhood that took me $40,000 worth of psychotherapy as a patient and 6 years of really hard work undoing the damage that was kind of done to me, and I wanted to incorporate it with this incredible 30 years of industry experience to give that access to any young people, basically, which is when we formed the Bridge Gap Project Charitable Trust with Danielle Cormack, who's Top Dog B of Wentworth, as one of the patrons, and of course also the award-winning chef Michael Meredith, of Meredith in the face of Eat My Lunch, and the Bridge Gap Project was born.
Awesome. That is so exciting. I feel so privileged to actually be chosen to help kind of work with some of these kids and work with you. I mean, it's just such an amazing, after today, oh my God, I just ruined it.
No, it's
anyway.
What's so amazing is that people like you, we, as you know, we work with some of the most at-risk young people in the country, at-risk and vulnerable young people. We also work with Korowai Manaki, which is residents for the youth justice system, child, youth and family, and also delivered a 10-week youth development program into Auckland Women's Prison. And what's actually happening is these youth development programs, they need really inspiring, strong people. You've got a great story. You style and do people's hair, but it's your story and your connection with the young people that I've already witnessed that's actually helping this movement and enabling it to grow. So I feel really grateful to you because it's people like you that enable us to deliver these programs. Because what happens when you're not in the system? Okay, so you don't have the government supporting you, and also what happens when you can't afford it, like when, because once you have an experience of confidence or these transformational photo shoots or these youth development programs, it's a little bit like you cannot expect a young person who's going through so much in their inner world, let alone what's happening on their outer world, you don't expect them to get into a car and drive after one lesson. Where do they build their confidence from? It's like phyllo pastry. It needs to be built and built and built and built. So all of the things that everybody does to contribute, as well as the money. I mean, Vodafone don't accept, love and great inspirational stories as payment, and I've just given everything of my heart and soul, and every penny that I've ever had has just gone into building this thing. So it's together we can do so much, as Helen Keller says. Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, hopefully that gives you a taste on what it is that the Bridge the Gap project is. So I would really appreciate if you weren't even thinking about getting me something. I hope now maybe you will. $5, $10, whatever you can would really help. So yeah, guys. So the link will be below, and thanks so much for your support. Bye.